Welcome to all once again to this session. So today we are going to see about flowchart, that is notation of algorithm. This is one of the notation flowchart. So what is meant by flowchart? A graphical representation of an algorithm or a diagrammatic representation of an algorithm or a pictorial representation of an algorithm. So flowchart is used to understand the algorithm in a very easy way. As per the human psychology research, all humans those are going to learn something newly, they are preferred only diagrammatic representation. So in a research, it shows an result that when a human is reading a concept through text, is more effective to learn through the diagrammatic representation. So as the result of that research, flowchart is one of the medium to easily we can understand the concept in a proper manner. So flowchart is a diagram made up of boxes, diamonds, and other shapes connected by an arrows. Each shape represents a step in process, and arrows shows the order in which they occur. So this is the symbols which is mainly used in the flowchart to represent or to know the concepts flows. So first one is terminal symbol. So this is the terminal symbol where it's like an oval shape. It represents the where the algorithm is starts and where the algorithm is ends. That's why it's known as a terminal symbol. Next symbol is a parallelogram symbol. Okay, this symbol is used to denote the inputs and output of an operation. So that's why the symbol name itself it shows that input and output of an symbol. Next one is a rectangular symbol. So this rectangular symbol denotes a process symbol, which denotes the process which is carried out to fulfill the algorithm or the concepts. So next one is decision symbol. So it is a diamond shape symbol, a rhombus shape symbol, which is used to make decision while checking conditions with the flow of program. And this one is arrows which shows right, left, and top, bottom. It shows the flow line. This symbol is known as flow line symbol, which represents the sequence of steps or direction of flow used to connect symbols. Okay. So next one is a connector symbol. This is a circular symbol which is used to connect between the flow of one page to next page. If the diagram is extended to next page, so then that aspect, this connector symbol will shows the connection. Okay, this is about the symbols which is used in flowchart. So next one, we need to know about the rules to be followed when drawing a flowchart. In the first one, in drawing a proper flowchart, all necessary requirements should be listed out in a logical order. Okay, next one, the flowchart should be clear, neat, and easy to follow. There should not be any room for ambiguity in understanding the flowchart. Ambiguity in the sense, it should not be any repetition of steps or uncleared steps. If the uncleared steps are denoted in flowchart, it will be confused to make understand. The usual direction of the flow of procedure or a system is from left to right and top to bottom only. Vice versa will not be allowed here. So one sample example rule is only one flow line should be come out from the process symbol. So it shows in the diagram itself like this. Okay. So next rule is only one flow line should enter into the decision symbol, and they have three possible outcomes will be the flow lines will be there. Three possible outcomes we can do one input and three outputs we can do it. So next one is a terminal symbol. Only one line is used in the conjunction with terminal symbols like this, which is shown here. In flowchart becomes complex, it is better to use connector symbol to reduce the number of flow line. Okay. Ensure the flowchart has logical start and stop. Okay, so these are some of the guidelines or rules we need to follow strictly to make use of the understandability. So next one is advantages of flowchart. So these are some of the advantages I have listed here. The first advantages is communication. Flowchart are better way of communicating the logic of the system. And next one is effective analysis. With the help of flowchart, a program can be analyzed in more effective way. Proper documentation. Flowchart are used for good program documentations, which is needed for various purposes. So why we are going for these advantages and all? So I already told that with the pictorial representation of any concept is easy than textual. Okay, that is the main important. These advantages are come to a. So next one is efficient coding. The flowchart acts as a guide or a blueprint during the system analysis and program development phase. Systematic testing and debugging. The flowchart helps in testing and debugging the program, efficient programming maintenance. So here the operating programs become easy with the help of flowchart. It helps the programmer to put effort more efficient on that part. So it has some of the disadvantages also. So first one is complex logic. Sometimes the program logic is quite complicated when the case of flowchart becomes complex and difficult in use, because flowchart is not only the medium to make understand. So in some cases, program itself gives a better solution than flowchart. Alteration and modification. If any alterations are required, the flowchart may require redrawing completely, because flowchart is not a, it's a diagrammatic representation. So once we are changing any process or any decisions inside the flowchart, we need to redraw it again. So time will be much waste for redrawing the flowchart. So then reproduction. As a flowchart symbol cannot be typed, reproduction becomes problematic. Flowchart symbols are only drag and drop in uses, so we cannot draw as like as we needed. So we need to reproduction is much. So these are some of the disadvantages of flowchart. So next we will see what are all the three ways where the flowchart is flows. So first one is sequence structure. Okay, sequence structure. This is the general structure of sequence. So here we are using step-by-step procedures. So as shown here, process 1, process 2, process 3. So no deviations will be there, no nothing will be there. It's sequential order, the flow will be there. So next structure is conditional structure. So in conditional structures, we are going to check the condition. Based upon the condition, the flow will be flows. If the condition is true, the yes condition process will be held. If the condition is not true, then the no condition will be held. So this is the conditional structure. Next one is looping structure. Here also we are using the condition. Based on the condition, if yes, the body of the loop will be performed. If it is no, then it will terminate the loop and it will get out of the loop like this. If the body is get yes, if the body of the loop is performed, again and again it will check the condition until the condition checks, the body will be performed. That's why the flow of the line will be touched before the condition execute. So again and again the condition will be checked and the body of the loop will be performed. Okay. So this is the three important structure ways where the flowchart is used. Thank you for watching the video.